It all started a couple of days ago. I just got released from the hospital after 2 weeks of intensive care. I got messed up bad, and by her of all people. Betty was always on the emotional side, and when her blood gets to boiling, all hell breaks loose. It's what I really liked about her. The bullet grazed my left ear, the doctor said, and if it weren't for the fall, I would have gotten away unscathed. But then, I wouldn't have learned anything. She tried to do me in, that much is clear. I can't really hold it against her. Not after what I did. And I'd rather have her do it than some lowlife down at the docks. No point in crying about it, really. No point in doing anything at all anymore, I thought. Amber pulled me out of it for a while. Made me take on this case. I guess it's better than doing nothing. I have to keep my mind busy. When I'm left alone, I tend to languish. Anyways, this case, it's all sorts of wrong. Someone is hell-bent on taking all the tin heads out of commission. Parts are being left behind in dark alleys, mouths are being kept shut, and blind eyes are being turned. Lifty Workowski, head of the robot union. Odd broad. She was the one who called us. I guess having all them robots missing is starting to reel in some real bad rap. After this last guy, Robbie, disappeared, we went snooping around his place for a bit. There was nothing out of the ordinary, but we found this ticket stub in one of his jackets. Not much of a lead, but it was the only one we had. Amber was supposed to meet me at the cinema, but she was a no-show. Flint's a good kid. I have nothing against him, but we never spent all that much time together. Seeing as all the women in my life decided to collectively quit, I guess this is as good a time as any. I just hope the kid won't slow me down too much. Oh boy, what a mess this turned out to be. After stumbling for a while in the metaphorical dark, a literal light shined on the case. A light in the form of industrial lights manufacturer, Illuminarium. Smiley Skinner, their CEO, was ordering heaps of relays from an unknown source in order to stay ahead of the competition in this time of shortage. The only problem was, the relays he was ordering were being taken from his fellow robots, leaving their stripped husks all over town. Despicable, if you ask me. Not that anyone ever does, though. We were lucky enough, I guess, to come across Robbie Robertson, one of the most recent kidnappees. His missing relay brought us to Skinner's doorstep. And wouldn't you know it, we found his relay, among others, in Skinner's production line. Luck came through, surprisingly, and arrests were made. Smiley is facing some serious charges, and I hope he goes down for a long, long time. It's only fitting. On the other hand, I know we're not done yet. Even though Skinner's out of the race, he was just ordering the stuff. Someone else was the supplier. But who? I already know those two rotten trout are behind all of this, but they're not exactly the thinking types. Someone else is pulling the strings. Someone who knows how to stay out of the lights. I'll drag them out, eventually. Right now, I have an accountant to resurrect. Hopefully, he'll have some more information regarding all of this. The kid turned out to be of great help after all. Not only does he have really good ideas, he's also fairly strong for his age, saving me from having to actually do much. The thing about Amber shook me up a bit, I'll admit, and I understand now why he was acting so weird. It's gotta be hard on the kid, blaming himself like that. But as I told him already, it wasn't his fault. I know deep down Amber's going to be just fine. She always is. She's a fighter. And it seems both apples didn't fall far from the tree. These two kids, they just don't know how to quit. I got to admire that, and whoever the mysterious supplier is will learn to fear that. Somehow, this all turned out for the best. I would rather see Lifty Warkowski behind bars than dead, but I guess she didn't share my sentiment. The bodies were never recovered, however, and it's anyone's guess as to what happened to them. The official statement issued by the PCPD pinned Skinner as the sole mastermind behind the events. Despite my best efforts to expose the whole truth, Locke wasn't interested. A scumbag in jail is worth 2 scumbags in the wild, he said. On the bright side, with a little help from the Fresh, all the missing robots were dug up and put back together. He got a good deal in the process. He never did see Harold again, though. At the press conference, Locke and his goons took the stage. We were pushed aside, but hey, as I told the kid already, I'm not doing this for credit. Some robots were saved. That's enough for me. In the light of all the recent events, I finally mustered up some courage to pick up the phone and give Betty a call. All I got was her voicemail. It will be a long time before I find the courage again. I like to think she's better off. Anyways, I guess, in the end, just like me, she kind of dodged a bullet too. Robbie's doing fine. He's back to his usual self. Whatever that is. Fixie Mender got a little press coverage as well. Her business got a boost, and I'm really glad for her. I'm glad for all of them. I've spent so much time brushing up against Paper City's underbelly that I forgot about the good people living here. People I like to call friends. I'm sad to see the kid go, but I understand. He's got his own thing going on. There's not much room left for an old relic such as myself. And that's okay. I'm sure Amber is going to be just fine. The important thing is that Flint now understands that what happened wasn't really his fault. I'm just glad that by the end he got to feel a little more at ease. Sam caught us as we were leaving the conference. He took a picture of the real hero, as he puts it. I couldn't agree more. Who cares about recognition anyways? The kid was the real hero of the story. He did good. He saved them robots, and he saved me. He gave me something to do.